Hey everybody, it's Gianna at the Mythical Garden. Happy Friday. We're gonna see what's going on. How's everybody holding up in this Mercury retrograde? Look at this piece of hair. Alright. How everybody's holding up in this Mercury retrograde. Let's see what damage is Mercury retrograde gonna do. Cause it's crazy out here. Alright. Ancestors egg wounds. What is this Mercury retrograde gonna teach the collective? What is this Mercury retrograde teaching the collective? What is this Mercury retrograde teaching the collective? What is this Mercury retrograde teaching the collective? All right. Get the last card. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Goddess. How are you? Happy Friday. All right, so this Mercury retrograde is dragging everybody by its edges. All right. All right. You know what? Yeah. So we have the High Priestess in reverse and the Two of Swords. Right. So a lot of people are being very guarded and they're not really listening to their intuition during this Mercury retrograde because the brain is a lot louder. With the swords is always mental stuff. So the brain is being a lot louder this time. Hi, Katana. Hi, Echo. So I feel like this Mercury retrograde is having everybody be on guard a little bit. Everybody's holding on tightly to certain things or certain people or certain situations when they just need to like let it go and reset, right? With the Four of Swords here. To let it go and reset. But then we have the Three of Pentacles here, and then on the bottom was the Death card, right? So Three of Pentacles and Death card right here. This Mercury retrograde is building. Hey, Sonali, this Mercury retrograde is building. People's up for some type of transformation, right? I feel like at the end of the Mercury retrograde, everybody's going to be a lot more relaxed, calm, cool, and collective. Right now, everybody's like on edge. Arguing, fighting, a lot of miscommunications, a lot of just spiraling to say, I'm doing good, Sonali, how are you? And then we have the Lovers with the hi, Gord. So we have the Lovers with the Page of Swords, right? So impulsive. So there's going to be a lot of impulsivity within connections and relationships. So some people might be breaking up. Some people might be having a lot of arguments, misunderstanding. Just be aware of that. I want to use this deck. Oh, not that card. It is. I was trying to get this deck, and this card came with this. Unrequited love. A lot of, like I said, misunderstandings. A lot of realizing like the relationship people is in, it's not worth it. Let's see what else. What else is Mercury retrograde doing for the collective? Yeah, look. We have addiction and mirror. So a lot of people's wounds might be being triggered right now or reflected back to them. Whether it's wounds that you thought you healed that are slowly coming back up. And also trying to hold yourself back, especially around codependency. Let's see. What else? Yeah. We have passion. This passion coming up, or passion might be amplified or amplified. Yeah, amplified. So like if you're in a connection, everything might be uh 10 times more potent, so to speak. All right. So we have palm tree and sword and roach. Talks about stability and endurance, and then clarity. Hi, awesome Davis. So we have clarity, right? So some people might be getting clarity and stability around Mercury retrograde. Congratulations, you're the lucky ones. How's it feel to be God's favorite? Let's see what else. Yeah, look, twin flames. Right? So we have twin flames here, right? So like I said, miscommunications within connections. Or some people might actually have a realization, like soulmate realizations, like, oh, this connection is important in some type of way, and stuff like that. And then we have the golden mirror. Golden mirror, one-sided relationship. What goes with the unrequited love? And look, ending brings a new beginning. So some people might actually, like I said before, ending relationships and not realizing what it, like, everything's one-sided. Everything's like the other, like they're doing, the other person isn't doing. Or realizing it's just a relationship isn't really for them. What deck that I was looking for? Oh, there it goes. Let's see what else. What else is this Mercury retrograde doing to the collective? We have golden ratio. Look at the patterns. Look at the patterns, especially from like past Mercury retrogrades, to see like who's coming back, who isn't. Like if some one particular person keeps coming back, that means, you know, the cycle between you and them hasn't finished, hasn't like ended. So you gotta be paying attention to that. And ask yourself, why hasn't it ended? I was trying to grab it before it fell. So we have the men in black. Stalking, intimidation, yeah, like I said, a lot of people be angry. There's going to be a lot of confrontations during this Mercury retrograde. So, use some restraint. Or just, you know, stay home until Mercury retrograde's over. Because, you know, that's what I plan to do. I always stay home during Mercury retrograde. All right. Let's see. So we have reptilians, predators, survival, and tyrannical. I mean, look what's going on in the world today, the government and stuff. It's kind of giving survivor energy, right? But everybody's in survival mode right now during retrograde because I got wounds are being triggered, things are old wounds, old traumas being triggered. It's coming out to the surface, so it could like be felt, healed, and cleared out. And we also have Syrian B, responsibilities, lessons growing up with Arcturians, feeling safe, wisdom keepers concerned. Yeah, look, like I said, everything's being it ends, hi Daya, it ends the March 20th, but then you have 2 weeks post shadow period, so it's like around April, the first week of April. So yeah, like lessons, right? And you know, concerns, lessons, and things are being active during Mercury retrograde. So prepare. It's like being on a roller coaster. If you guys like roller coasters, I hate roller coasters, but let's get 2 cards from here. Let's see. Okay. So we say happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path, right? You know, just continue being happy, continue shining. Don't let this Mercury retrograde get you down. If you spiral, just spiral. So then we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past, right? And also Mercury retrograde makes you sort of be nostalgic, makes you want to look towards the past and, you know, remember certain things. Why you took it, why you don't, why, like, just don't linger on the regret section of the Mercury retrograde. It's just, that means if it's just doing its job. So be prepared for that. All right, so that's what I have for the collective and Mercury retrograde. It's grabbing us all by the edges. I know it had me by the edges the beginning of the week. Man, Mercury retrograde is dog walking everybody right now. All right, so if you, okay, it was 11:11 on the clock. All right, if you have a question or you want to be put on a list, I know Amber's not in here, so I do my best to keep track of the list. Shuffle these cards as I shuffle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I go live every Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern time. I do also do one-on-one readings. That was a funny joke. Yeah. You didn't know how to take it to Mercury retrograde. Your mama's a fishy taco. And I'm waxed. Loser. Anyways, I do offer one-on-one readings. 60 minutes, $75. Ask anything. Zoom, FaceTime, over the phone. I do have hoodies on. You know, that's one of them that's being sold. You go into the link tree and check. Donations are also welcomed. You know, people be projecting like it must be his upper lip. He was probably eating that duty. He's probably eating that dirty coochie. Yeast infected. Yeast infected. We'll make bread down there. Yummy, my bad. So how's everybody's Friday going? If it's Friday, where you at? Because I know I have some people from over the pond. I just finished shuffling. Let's see. All right, so the first person would be Echo. Katana. Oh, Echo, Diana, and Katana. All right, got you guys. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. You think I'll be half naked and I'll be hot. It's hot as hell in here. All right, go. All right, Ancestors Echo wants to know, what does she need to know about her career goals? What does Echo need to know about her career goals? All right, I'll pick that up. Okay. bottom. Okay, let me just go up. I have these cards everywhere. Okay, Echo. All right. So we have the Hermit and the Shadow Side, which is like the Devil card, which is not bad, right? What I'm getting is like, be aware, because for some reason, like if you reflect, because the Hermit talks about like, you know, isolation, reflecting and stuff like that, right? This is, but I feel like this is where you get all your good ideas, right? When you start isolating yourself, or you're in like some type of reflection mode, you get all your good ideas, right? And be careful on speaking those ideas to certain people, because I keep hearing like attach, right? So somebody might try to attach themselves to your plans. This is not like the potential investors and partners that we talked about before, but this is more, hi Helga, this is more like somebody who thinks that they're gonna be part of your, like I said, part of your plans, part of you of your come up, right? You do have the Magician here. We do have the King of Wands here. So you're very, it's giving you very much know what you want to do, right? You just need a little bit more confidence, because the Magician talks about confidence, right? And also the King of Wands is somebody who's very confident, and they, you know, they get the job done. They know what they want. And you're also going to have a lot of celebrations, right? With the Three of Cups here. Celebrations, collaborations. So people might want to work with you a lot. Yes, there is Helga. It's Echo. I think it's Daya, and then Katana. I could put you on the list. You'll be after Katana. So you might have a lot of people want to work with you and collaborate with you as like down the road type goals. If you want, that's like up to you. Let's see. Was I use this stuff? Yes. Let's see. See, look, yeah. So you have soulmates, but it's more so look at the partnership agreements, right? Like I said, collaboration. So you might have a lot of partnerships and agreements with like certain people. So think of it like not influencers per se, but like sort of like influencers that like want to collaborate with you or have like certain lines. Like who does that? Like think of like Kmart and Nicki Minaj working with them and having her own line, like stuff like that, right? So it might be coming off of online and going into like stores, not like nationwide, but like selective stores. If that's like one of your goals. Yeah, look, coffee, meeting and conversing. You're gonna have a lot of meetings, to discuss like a trajectory of where you want to head your business at and where you want to head your career at. But it's more so like to expand your business. Because I'm also seeing buildings. So you might be expanding to like a own physical shop out of e-commerce into like physical. Let's see. Yeah, look. We have lack of even though it says not enough, I was looking at lack of confidence. And then remember I said you have to be a little bit more confident with your goals and what you want to do. Even if you don't feel confident, speak with confidence, right? Because that's confidence sells. That's all people understand. Confidence sells. But I feel like the lack of confidence comes from like uncertainty, not necessarily not in your skill set or what you can or cannot do, but more so dealing with uncertainty because it's like I never been down this path, I never done this before, so like that's where the unconfidence comes from. Aprendino. All right. So yeah, look, surprise invitation or meeting. Even though it says Cupid, again, like I said, you have surprise invitations. You got meetings twice. So you're definitely going to be having a lot of meetings about your career and where you want to go, the trajectory on things you want to do. Let's see. Let me get a card from here. Yeah. So we have judgment. Understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, right? So use your discernment when it comes to judgment. Use your discernment, especially around those who want to collaborate with you. Make sure you're getting benefited, not just them as well. All right. So that's what I have for you, Echo. I think next is Daya. Yes, Daya. Daya says she wants general. Okay. You're welcome, Echo. I must be getting old because my joints are like locking up. Let me just shuffle. Whoa, what did I do there? For a minute, I thought I was playing spades. Do mine? All right. You'll be after Helga Palladino. I don't know why this damn sword stuck in my head. Alright. Alright. General reading for Daya. Alright, ancestors, what messages do we have for Daya? What messages do we have for Daya? Thank you, Big Back. Why would you name yourself that? Alright. Okay. So Daya, I feel like you're just in your head a lot lately, or going to be in your head, right? Because you have the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. It just talks about like, you know, the mental gymnastics, right? So I feel like you're gonna be in your head about something, because we do have the 8 of Cups here, which talks about walking away. So it could just be you cutting someone off or something off, but it's something you have to be very much in your thought process about. And I feel like it's gonna take a lot of strength for you to walk away from them. The strength. So it could be a family member, because I'm getting like no contact, like, or you just could be done with family members. But you also have the Death card here, right? So the Death card talks about endings, transformation. So this whole thought process, it could just be where you need to do level up, to who you need to walk away from. It could be a woman. Could be a woman. This stack. Let's see what else. Oh, that's cute. I feel like it's a family member, Daya. I feel like it's a family member. Yeah, look. Alpha Centurions, foresight, plan, and strategy. like I said, you're planning to like walk away from something. Like I said, it's making you think about it because you have to. For you, it has to make sense, right? Because you don't necessarily cut people off just to cut them off. You cut them off because they either did something or said something. Um, yes, Big Back, you'll be after Joey. Let's see. What else? Alchemy, the Philosopher's Stone, Infinite Destiny Magic. Yeah, look. So I feel like this is part, like whoever you got to cut off. I feel like it's part of your path, right? Part of your path to um, level up. So it's gonna be somebody that is like, I want to say vampire energy, or does it have like vampiric tendencies? Like, so they could, like, if they're down, they make they kind of like suck the energy out of everything, pretty much, right? That's all again. It's like they kind of like suck the energy out of everything. Let's see here. It doesn't necessarily have to be a family member. It could just be somebody that you considered a family or close, right? But it's definitely a person. Oh, you got 3 cards that came out. So we have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Yeah. So when this comes up, you have to be honest with yourself. Like, honestly, yourself as in, like, do you see this person staying in your life forever? Do you see this person, you being friends with this person? Like stuff like that. You also have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to, right? And then we have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. And you notice how it's all purple? All different shades of purple? The deck of cards are good. Thank you, Katana. So it's given like you. Well, I feel like when you decide to walk away from this person, you're either your crown and your third eye is gonna get elevated. So you might be a little bit more sensitive, so to say, right? You might be getting more like downloads or dreams that told you certain things, stuff like that. Oh, look, it's 111. So yeah, so this like you middle deck friendship. So it could be a friend, like I said, a friend. But I feel like it's definitely somebody who kind of is like a negative Nancy. Negative Nancy. That's the best way to say it. Like a negative Nancy. And it's only for you to upgrade yourself. Right? Big Backs, I told you I got you. You'll be after Joey. I have a list. I usually have a moderator here that does the list. So you're going to like... I feel like you're going to pick and choose who you're going to leave. Like the worst negative Nancy to like the least negative Nancy. That type of decision. And he's going to give you like gymnastics. Mental gymnastics. Excuse me. I had a burp there. All right. Who's after Katana, right? Katana's next. And after Katana's Helga, Joey, and then Big Backs. How good can it... How good can it get for me? Okay. I mean, say it every day. That's that's an affirmation, right? Say it every day, every time you have a bad day, and it will work. Alright. Ancestor Katana wants to know, how good can it get for me? Alright, let's see. Katana wants to know, how good can it get for me? Oh, girl. I'm single like a Pringle. Alright. Let me just drink some water. Alright, I'm gonna give you the bad first, Katana. You're gonna have to go through some shit. Cause look, we have the Five of Wands and the Three of Hearts, right? So Five of Wands talks about conflict, right? It could be inner conflict, outer conflict, conflict with people, right? And the Three of Swords is disappointment, heartbreak, right? So, yeah, you're gonna have to go through some stuff. But, however, you going through all that, it's not the end of the story. It's not. Because we have, look, the Death card, transformation, right? So it's kind of like, think about you getting like a, think of it as like the Tower, the conflict and the Three of Swords together, but level 1. The Tower is like level 100, and this is like level 1. So it's not like really, really bad to where you're going to be in fetal position and cry. No, but it's like, it's going to help you with your character development. You'll level it up, right? Because we have the Magician here, and we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Magician is somebody who's confident, but also the Alchemist. You're gonna take all that conflict, that pain, the hurt, and use it to manifest. Use it to transform, to get like what you want, right? The life that you want. So this is basically between you and the universe. This is the universe. This is you, right? So you're getting what you want. The universe is an equal give and take with the universe. So you ask the universe, how good can it get? The universe is gonna shake it up, and that's what they give. That's pretty much what they take from you and what it gives to you. Let's see. Let's see what else. Yes. Okay, so we have not enough. But not enough, it says frustrating relationships, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. So this might also, I was going to say fuel. It's going to fuel your ego a little bit. In a way that it's going to not make you big-headed, but make you like want to do better. So basically, it's like kind of gonna put like a match under your ass to like to get you to move. That type of fuel ego. Not like you're gonna get big headed and then the universe is gonna humble you. No, it's gonna be like, oh, okay. Because sometimes what a lot of people don't understand, like the ego, yes, the ego can be big headed, but the ego can also be your drive. Like sometimes when somebody tells you can't do something, your ego will kick in and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do it to prove them wrong. That's the type of energy it's given here. We have sunglasses. So people are gonna be watching you. I mean, you already have a bunch of people secretly watching you, but here they're gonna be watching you even more to see like how you get back up, so to say. And then you have the Rose and Sword, which is gonna give you clarity. You're gonna get clarity on this. Right, but it also talks about protection. It also has force here. So like I said, the ego is going to drive you. It's a force. Ego is the force to help you get back on your feet. Let's see. What else? And look, passion. passion, intense chemistry, liking each other, having fun. And it's gonna bring back passion into your life. More like, so if especially places that you lack, well, passion disappeared from, not lack, excuse me, passion disappeared from. So for instance, like if you're the type of person that usually love to paint, art, to crafts and stuff like that, and you haven't been doing it lately because you haven't had the mood to do it, that's what's gonna come back as well. Like that type of passion. Let's see what else. What else for Katana? Yeah, look, we have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges, right? And then we have a grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate, right? So, like I said, it might trigger jealousy a little bit, but just to be like, make you work harder. But also feel like somebody's gonna be jealous towards you because they don't understand how you get knocked down and you go back again. And grief is more so like with the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands. Like I said, the universe is going to take some things from you. So, just be aware of that. Okay, so Helga's next. I have Helga, then Joey, and then Big Bag. I found the spark with the mechanic. Was there a spark? You're welcome. Sonali, when would you add it to the list? I don't think you asked to be added to the list. I didn't see it when I went through it. You could be after Big Back. Big Back, Big Back, Big Back, Big Back. All the snacks and I'm gonna put that song if I'm gonna find that Apple. Alright guys, don't forget donations are accepted and appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I go live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Alright, let me just shuffle a little bit. Bring this down. Alright, so Ancestors Helga says she found the spark with a mechanic. Okay, Helga. And she wants to know if it's just her or there was a spark. Let's see. Was there a spark between her and the mechanic? Okay. Was there a spark between her and the mechanic? Alright. I want to say yes. And it's kind of... Let me see, Helga. It's kind of like... It's like an inner knowing, right? Sometimes you might think you're crazy, sometimes you're not. But yes, there's definitely was a spark. It was kind of given like because a spark is different for everybody. But some people it's like fireworks, some people it's like a subtle notion, some people it's just I know you, but I don't know you, like that type of energy, right? It's more like recognition. That's what the spark is. More like recognition. We also have the Queen of Swords, right? I feel like that's you. We also have the Queen of Cups. So you have like two energies here, right? Which is both sides of you. We'll move that. Both sides of you. One side can be very logical, right? That's why you think it's in your head. It could be very logical. You could be very realistic, right? Down to earth. And the Queen of Cups side of you is more, I would say La La Land, but more with emotions, right? Rose tinted glasses, let's put it like that, right? And here, your logic is taking over a lot more because you're in the Queen of Swords mode, meaning you're very guarded and very protective of your emotions, right? But you feel deeply with the Queen of Cups. So we have the Karma in reverse, right? Which is I think this is the World card, if I'm not mistaken, in this deck. But the Karma reverse saying there is no like karma. I don't feel like there's karma lessons, like deep karma lessons with the mechanic. I feel like it's more so um free will, right? So more so it's like it's up to you two. It's not like came into your life, you guys get to know each other, there's a little lesson in mixed in between. No, it's not that. We also have the strength here and the of the four of, I don't say wands, but four of pentacles. I don't want to say wands. Four of pentacles, right? The strength, four of pentacles. So I don't know. I want to say I feel like somebody's gonna hold on tight to a connection, but not in like in a smothering way, but in a way where it's like, I'm not gonna let you go. Like that type of energy. I'm not gonna let you go. Like I find one person. We're gonna stick this out through thick and thin. Like that type of energy. Actually, I'll do that last. I'm gonna do this sec. Let's see what else. What else can you tell me about hi Zoe. Tell me about Helga and the mechanic. So we have building a future, right? Like I said, free will. I feel like this is very much a free will. Like we all have free will in everything we do, but I feel like this connection itself is more free will. It's given gift. Like, so universe might have gift you this person. So you might have the opportunity to build with them. There's a lot of attraction. Attraction here is also your captivity energy makes you attractive. You were confident and well. No, like I said, it wasn't in your head. Just take it slow. Don't rush it, girl. Just take it slow. Right? Thank you, Zoe. So we have third-party energy, but we're like, oh my god, no. I feel like it's just work. I feel like it could just be work. I don't feel like it's like another energy. I feel like it's work. So he might be one of those mechanics that's always busy. And he might be a little like busy like that. But don't take that as an excuse because people make time for what they make time for. Okay? Yeah. Look at that. Quality time. So you guys might have spent a lot of time together, quality time, like a bottom deck patience. Just be patient a little bit, right? Just don't rush it. Be patient, Helga. Because last time I told you something, you went and hop skip. Who's just teasing ya? Let's see, I want 2 cards from here. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna have to get a little confidence. I feel like it might lack your confidence a little bit. But he was just teasing you. But you guys might have a coffee date or a meetup. Right? Coffee date or a meetup. So just don't rush it. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Don't rush it. Because I keep hearing don't rush it. Let it unfold the way it needs to unfold. Okay? Let it unfold the way it needs to fold. But that's what I have for you. You definitely had the spark. The soul. I call it, we're going to call it soul recognition. That's what it is. Some people get fireworks. Some people get soul recognition. Some people get that little knowing like, I know you from somewhere. That type of energy. You're welcome. Don't rush a girl. All right? Let him take the lead. But also don't take breadcrumbs either. All right? Like I said, a man will make time for you. Did I shuffle this? I'm not sure. All right. Joey Padino. Is he still in here? I don't know if he's in here still. Hello. Joey. Good night, Helga. Give me 1 second. All right. What's your question, Pardino? First of all, bendición. Let's see. Let me get water. Come on, it's dry. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. I do live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Hold on, though. There's a list. I think after Joey's big back, then some Nolly. I can... Big bag, Sonali. I think I could add you to the list, though. All right. All right, ancestors. What can we tell Joey? All right, ancestors, what can we tell Joey? Why is this card reversed? All right, what can we tell Joey? Oh, okay. All right, so let's start with this card first. So, Two of Swords, right? And swords can be thought of mental stuff, right? But here, we also have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords and Two of Swords together, right? Sword of Truth and a Two of Swords. So, to me, it's like... I want to say the truth is still being guarded a little bit, because you see how the guarded... But it's guarded around the heart. So, the truth... It could be the truth of the heart. What the matters of the heart is being guarded, right? And then we also have the Page of Cups here. So, and then the message, the Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, which is messages, right? Messages, rapid movement. Those four alone just tells me, like, the truth of feelings, because Page of Cups talks about feelings. So truth of feelings are needed to be coming out. Doesn't need to be guarded no more, especially around the heart, because look how tight this is. And I've never noticed she has blue cufflinks. Blue cufflinks, which is the color of blue. Which is also blue talks about truth. Right? Ironically of that. And look, another blue fish. The truth, right? And then we have the Three of Wands here. So it's kind of given waiting. Something is being waited on. So the truth could be waited on. I don't know how much longer, though. because I'm hearing tick-tock, which is kind of weird. But tick-tock, 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 the mouse went up the clock. The clock struck 1. Hickory dickory dock. Alright, let's see what else. Alright, so we have Venetian, romance, soulmate, empathy. Right? So then we have Anarchy, controlling, drama, conflict of interest. So there could be confusion or some type of control around love, or confusion around love, because conflict of interest. To me, conflict of interest always screams confusion to a certain extent. Let's see what else. Alright. Lyrians, strength, courage, bravery. You gotta stand strong. And we have air, philosophy, discrimination, empathy. You have empathy twice. So it could just be empathy is being withheld to a certain extent. Right? But we also have tall whites, uncertainty, distrust, guarded. Again, guarded. Guarded feelings, guarded heart, due to mistrust. I want to use this deck. Let's see. Alright, what else? What else can we tell Joey? So we have 3 cards. Alright, we're gonna start with this. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Right? Which we literally just had a full moon, I think, in Pisces. I'm not 200% sure. It was early in the week. But balancing spirituality and practicality. So, obviously, I feel like it's straightforward. Just balance it out. There's an imbalance here between spirituality and life. The scale of justice is tipped. It's tipped. You have to show the world the real you. Whatever that means, you got to show the real you, right? And then have faith in your dreams. So whatever that is, have faith in your dreams. Full moon in Aquarius, wax and crescent moon. I feel like this, you got to be honest with yourself, right? Have empathy, but also the truth needs to come out. The truth, the truth is going to break free, right? Because, you know, the song, I think it's Lemon. I think it's, who is it, Beyonce sings or is it Drake? The truth does, the beginning says the truth shall set you free. Yeah. Because that song came out, but. Empathy's here twice. Distrust, you gotta have strength, but the truth needs to come out. The truth about the feelings needs to come out. And somebody has to be their real self, their honest, truth self. Because look, Ace of Swords, they have to be their true self. And I feel like once they be the true self, everything else will fall into place, whether it works out or not. I'm not being told what it is. I feel like it has to come from her. I feel like this is one of those cases where it's like it has to come from her. It has to come from her. Actually, hold on. Because I want to be a little nosy. I haven't used this deck in a long time. Let's see. What else? What else could it be? We have bad habits, drugs, denial, repeating mistakes, can't break the loop. Impersonator, wanting your life, copy your story, obsessed with being you. You might have somebody trying to be like you. I don't know who it is. Someone trying to be like you. Let's see. Then we have thief. Well, here's more so emotional thief. Like feelings were stolen. Let me get one more card. What could it be? Oh, give me 2 more cards. Oh. We have reflecting, which talks about too late for sorry, regret never posted. And then we have uninterested. True feelings. True feelings. True feelings. Yeah. And that was my messy card deck, but yeah, that's what I have. I feel like it's true feelings. Like the truth. Like even the truth will set you free. So the truth is not painful. Just say it. It's not. It's not going to cause more damage, basically, because the damage is already done. And then speak from the heart. Not a guarded heart, but speak from the heart. Also, I got uninterested. That was a very interesting card. Uninterested, it could be multiple things, as in I didn't finish switch from the feelings. I don't know. It's something with feelings. A lot of feelings. Feelings, empathy. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Alright. Oh, my leg fell asleep. Sonali. Sonali's still in here. I want to work it out, but I'm doubting. I feel like the truth is gonna come, though. It's not gonna come right away, but it's gonna come. Because the barrier that is in front of the truth is gonna break. Because that's also like a thin glass smashing outwards. But Amber was like, I'm gonna take a nap. Alright, I think Sonali was next. Hold on. Let me do that again. I came for work and passed out. Alright, so Sonali's not in here. Did she leave? Doe. Is Doe still in here? I had Sonali and Doe. I was gonna see what time I finished with Doe to see if I was gonna take another one. But I don't think they're in here. But I could take another. I could replace them with Amber if you want a question, and Kishan. I get a lot of people from the other side of the world. Maybe because it's the time zone. And it's Friday. I know everybody wants to be out. I know when the weather starts getting nice, I'm going to have to switch Fridays for another day. All right. January from March. All right. All right, ancestors. What can we tell Amber about March? What does Amber need to know about March? That ain't let me shuffle. All right. All right. For March, you have the 10 of Wands, right? So you may feel a little burdened, or it just might be a little heavy. Not even burdened. I feel like March might be a little heavy for you. Might be just a little heavy. I feel like it's more towards the end of March. And also because we're now March is the whole month of March practically is Mercury retrograde, so it might be a little heavy because of that. But we also have the Ace of Wands here, right? So there's also a beginning here, a beginning of passion, creativity, or just a beginning that has a lot of having you like you being attracted to things, because we have the Empress here, which I feel like this is you. Regardless of how March feels, I feel like that's you, and the Empress attracts a lot of things. So putting those together, you're gonna be attracting a lot of things. But I feel like what the heaviness might be is the full moon, because we have the moon here. So the moon talks about uncertainty, things being hidden, intuition, illusion. So not knowing what's real and then what's not real might be what's the heaviness, like the uncertainty. This an emotion. It's more. I feel like it's an emotional feeling rather than actual like a physical things going around you. But we also have the Wheel of the Year, which talks about things moving forward. So spiritually and physically, things are going to move forward regardless of how, things feel. Let's see here. So you have girl talk. So you might be hanging out with friends a little bit more this month, or just going out a little bit more. Yeah, look, we have seduction here. Like I got attraction. So things might be attracted. People might be attracted to you. So be aware of that. Your magnetic field might be a little bit more. Sonali girl, where were you? So we have lightning here. So you might have some epiphanies going on, some things, realizations. But also feel like this is gonna be transforming for you. You're gonna be after a Kishan, Sonali, because you disappeared for a minute, girl. Right? Transformation. I feel like it's gonna open your eyes or give you a different perspective of yourself, right? I feel like it's gonna give you a boost of confidence on like how, even if people don't come up to you and talk to you, you're gonna feel like all eyes on you type of energy. We have separation here. Yes, close the list after Sonali. So, separation here, we have somebody might be missing you or thinking about you a lot. I feel like it's more like a past energy, so they might try to like spin the block a little bit. They might try to spin the block. Let's see here. What else can we tell Amber about the month of March? So we have health. I honored the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So I feel like health might be highlighted a lot this month. So you might have flare up. But I don't feel like it's gonna be bad. I just feel like it might be tied to stress. So be aware of that. It might be tied to stress. And then we also have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yeah, look, confidence again. Right? So you might have you might be out of your comfort zone, Amber, this month. You might be out of your comfort zone. You might be a little bit more spicy. You might want to like take the bull by the horns and just, basically not necessarily put yourself out there, but be a little bit more open. Because sometimes what happens is when we put ourselves out there, our energy might scream, I'm off, I'm closed. But I feel like for you, it's going to give you the opposite. Ready. Predictions as escapism. Don't worry, I do the same thing too, girl. Especially when I be spiraling. I pull them cards out quick. Pendulums, my dowsing rods. I'd be like, help me. But that's what I have for you, Amber. I feel like I feel like it's gonna be more of an emotional. Yeah, it's gonna happen throughout the month, and I feel like it's gonna get triggered because of your emotions. No, Joe. Girl, you disappeared from now. I had to move on. Have a good night, Rennie. You're welcome, Amber. I know Krishna. Minakishi's current feelings. And then Kishi's current feelings. Ooh. How do we get rid of bags from under the eyes besides sleeping? Because I don't sleep at night, so I need to get rid of those things. Because I could float with these bags under my eyes. All right. Minishki wants... What is Minishki's current feelings to Kishan? Didn't like that knock. What are Minishki's current feelings to Kishan's? Minishki's current feelings to Kishan. Okay, now I see why. Because I'm like, I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. All right. So, their feelings, it's confusion. Because we have 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups. I always do this. 7 of Cups, right? And then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So there's confusion around connection, right? The feelings. So this is why it's kind of like holding them back a little bit, right? But they do have happiness here, and they do think about like commitment, right? With you, we have the High Priestess. It talks about Hierophant. It talks about commitment, marriage, values, spirituality, and stuff like that. And we have the 10 of Cups. It talks about happiness. It's also like a family too, right? So they feel happy with you. They think about commitment with you, and moving things forward. But there's confusion. It could just be on how to do things. They're not ready to move to the next steps with you, or the next steps could be marriage. So if you guys are together, or if you guys are talking and try to be together, they're not ready for the next step yet. And I don't feel like it has anything to really do with you, because you have the 10 of Cups here. But I feel like it has to do with maybe they're just not ready yet. Maybe they don't have all the facts. The facts could be the financial stability. It could just be, you know, they're not at what they want in life. So it's kind of giving them confusion, because they probably feel like they have to live life a certain way before they get into a relationship or get into like some type of marriage. Let's see what else. Oh. Yeah, look, control issues. So they might try to control the pace of the connection. You also have patience here, so you just have to be patient a little bit if patience is not your forte. We have emotional support, so they will support you emotionally. Oh. We have communication, so they might actually tell you this sometime in the near future, probably in a couple of weeks. And we all self-love here. Just focus on yourself in the time being. Don't really stress anything. Don't really stress anything at all. Not too much. Let's see here. Let's get 2 cards from here. Yeah, separation. So they made separation here. I feel like 2 different paths type of separation. It's not coming together yet. So I feel like they do have feelings for you, do have love for you, but they're not ready to merge lives together. You look, love yourself first. Self-love, love yourself first. So put yourself first. Don't wait around for them. Just continue living your life. Continue setting goals, completing goals, and getting achievements. And I feel like that's when they will come around. Yeah, see, look, engagement. That's when they will come around and give you commitment. But right now, they're not ready. So don't try to rush it. Don't try to force it. Don't hint at it. Just let them be what they got to do. Because it's one of those things where they have to emotionally and mentally do it themselves. All right, Sonali, you'll be the last one, because I'm trying to get off for her at 11:30. Trying to finish, well, I'm trying to go to bed early today, because I have a big day tomorrow. So, all right, Sonali, what is your question as I shuffle? I'm ready. Oh, that song keeps so mad. Ready. I gotta Google that song. When I get off here, I'm gonna Google that song. I don't even know who sings it. I think it's Alicia Keys. I think it is Alicia Keys with Drake. I gotta look for it. I'm ready. All right, what is coming towards me? Let me just do a little shuffle waffle. All right. Sonali. All right, Sonali wants to know what's coming towards her. What's coming towards her? Okay. Okay, Sonali. Oh, Sonali, you about to be that girl. You about to be the it girl. Hi, Jessica. Oh, the list is closed, Jessica. Okay. Okay, bottom of the sack. All right. So Sonali, we have the Seven of Wands and Eight of Cups, right? The Seven of Wands talks about being guarded. Eight of Cups talks about walk away. You're gonna have to let your guard down, all right? You're gonna have to let your guard down a little bit, girl. Especially if you want this to come in, the lovers, right? You gotta let your guard down a little bit so the love can come in, or just not fully down, but just down enough so it could just pop in and welcome and be like, "Hey, girl, I'm here. What you gonna do?" Like, right? But like I said, you're gonna be it girl. You're gonna be that it girl because we have the Empress and the High Priestess, right? The Empress attracts things. She let things come to her, and the High Priestess, she uses her intuition, her discernment, right? You're gonna pretty much be picking off the bad apples. You're gonna throw the bad apples away. So when suitors come towards you, you're gonna be like, no, no, no. Like, you're gonna be able to discern who's good for you and who's not, especially if they make you feel good. Let's see what else. Yeah. We have happiness, paradise. Paradise talks about happiness, expansion of joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So this person might bring happiness into your life, or amplify the happiness you already have in your life. We have wedding rings. So this person most likely gonna come in and be a long-term partner, right? A long-term partner. And then we have lightning here, which talks about transformation. Was it sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation, right? I feel like in the beginning, when you meet this person comes to your life, you're not gonna be really like into them. Meaning, like, they might not be the typical type that you go for, but I feel like they're gonna change it, and then you're gonna realize because they treat you, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I actually like them. Like, they actually are, sweet and kind, and they're winning. They're basically win you over. Look, date. We have a date here. Meeting someone new dating getting backed out there, plan a date. So yeah, they might actually be the ones planning the date. We like those. We like the ones that plan dates here. All right. Let's see what else. Oh. Cupid. We have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, meeting, or hesitation. Yeah. So the hesitation might be you a little bit because, like I said, they're not going to be your typical type. And you're going to be like, But I feel like they win you over and you're going to be welcomed and loved. That's why I say let your guard down a little bit. Just a little bit. Let them see, that you're not always on the defense. Let's see what else. All right. So we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and opportunities it presents, right? Gratitude. So when this person comes, just thank the universe. So thank your spiritual team, your ancestors, whoever you believe in. Just be like, hey, thank you for sending this person into my life. I appreciate you. I appreciate them. And like I said, discernment, judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, right? Yeah, so you're going to be able to have your discernment up, right? But remember, discernment, judgment. Don't let sweet nothings, don't let, charisma, don't let those type get you and derail you from your person. Just, you're gonna feel the intentions behind them. That's why you got the High Priestess here. You could literally feel when somebody wants you or when somebody just wants you for certain things and stuff like that. So you got it, Sonali. All right, you got love coming towards you, and I feel like this person is gonna woo you off your feet. I feel like they're gonna woo you off your feet, and then you're gonna be like, you know what? They're my type now. You're welcome. You're welcome. So that's what I have for you. And I believe that's you were the last one on the list. Right? Let me see. Yes. All right. So happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read you. I will be live on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Catch me then and have a good night.